Let's bring in RNC Chair Michael Whatley. Michael, it's good to have you on. So you heard all that. What does President Trump want to achieve doing counter-programming against the DNC? He's going to swing states, Michigan, North Carolina, Nevada, and we hear the border state of Arizona. What does he want to do here?
He wants to talk directly to every American family about the issues that they care about. The issues that every American family is talking about right now are jobs in the economy, security, and safety. And on every single one of those issues, Donald Trump is outpolling Kamala Harris because we are listening to the voters and talking about the issues that they care about.
So we saw, scattered protests at the RNC in Milwaukee. Can you talk to that, speak to that, and what's happening now at the DNC? We just had a live report from the scene. It is getting more hostile and aggressive by the minute, and there's concern. House Democrats have expressed concern for their own safety. Talk to us in the context of the history of America. America's gone through volatile times like this, and we're at it again. People compare it to 1968 Chicago. It's somewhat different what happened back then versus now.
Well, look, I think right now what we need to do is understand that it was just weeks ago that we had an assassination attempt on President Trump. There is no place in politics for this type of violent behavior, and we need to, everybody, step back and talk about why are we having this election? What are we fighting for in the course of this election? It's American families. And so, this type of mob mentality, the attacks that we have seen, the anti-Israel, anti-Semitic actions of these mobs are completely unacceptable. And it really is incumbent on the Democratic National Committee and the city of Chicago to be able to shut down this type of activity.
Michael, you mentioned the assassination attempt on former President Trump. We've got news coming in that a police sniper shot the Trump shooter's gun, shot it out of his hand, delayed the attempted assassin, likely saved lives. Unfortunately, the volunteer fireman was killed, shot in the head, and another person wounded. That, in other words, he got knocked down and then he was taken out. But that was first a police sniper took his gun out of his hand, shooting it. And then we've got the Secret Service sniper taking him out. And we've got a report by Congressman Clay Higgins says the shot from about 100 yards away, that was from the police sniper, and that the police sniper ran towards the threat, ran towards the assassin. I mean, you got to hand it to law enforcement and, yes, Secret Service officials who fight so hard to protect our elected officials.
Absolutely. Donald Trump is beyond thankful, as should everybody be, for the actions of the officers that were on the ground on that day and were able to save his life and the lives of many others by responding in the way that they did. The shooting itself was a horrible tragedy. It was a preventable tragedy, and I think that the investigations from internal to the Secret Service or the FBI, they need to go ahead and get to the bottom of it and let the American people know what happened and why.
Michael Whatley, RNC Chair, pleasure to have you on, sir. Good to see you.
Thank you.